wave that around, I may need it.
Just ask.
Welcome back to Sweet Erickson Thunderbird Gym on the final day of regular season play, home season play for the Casper College Thunderbirds. The women just walked off the court and gave Dwight Ganeri his final win here at the home court as we head to the Region 9 tournament coming up next. Men up next. So the women now 24-6 on the season. They win it by a final count of 80-66, paced by Andy Schisler. 27 points, 24 of them in the second half of play. The men now with a record of 22-6 on the season against Eastern Wyoming with a record of 5-22. The Lancers have not won a road game this year. They are 0-10 away from home. Thunderbirds averaging 96 points a ball game, third highest scoring team in the country. They give up 85. The Lancers get 67 and give up 75. Casper 46% from the field, 35% behind the three-point line, 70% at the free throw line. Lancers 41% rather behind or from the field, 28% behind the three-point line, 71% at the free throw line. T-Birds give out 15 assists a game. The Lancers give out 11 rebounding. Casper out rebounding the opposition by a dozen, 45-33. And the Lancers are out rebounded by 6. They get 31 and give up 37. They turn it over 16 times a game, and they get only 11 assists a game. A full lineup for the Casper College T-Birds for this one. The suspensions are over from the fracas at Gillette a couple of weeks ago. And now we'll go to the court and our national anthem. Good Saturday afternoon crowd. Okay. Jack Noakes back at T-Bird Gym, and now the starting lineups. First of all, for the Lancers of Eastern Wyoming, Jock Mahan will wear number 3. He's a 6'7" freshman from Amarillo in Texas. Be joined by Jaron Spates wearing number 11. The guard is a 5'9" freshman, Deerfield Beach, Florida. Lothario Miller wearing number 20. He is a freshman, 6'2" from Jacksonville, Florida. Number 22 is Alan Ziza wearing number 22, 6'2" freshman, another one from Amarillo, Texas. And then number 30 will be Russell Moorer. He's a freshman guard, 5'8", from Crestview, Florida. For the Birds, this is the way they will go. Beginning with Aaron Sievert. The point guard is a 6'1" freshman, Auckland, New Zealand, 10 points a ball game. Joined by Abdul Bashir. Bashir, 27 points a game, second leading scorer in the nation. Abdul, the 6'7" sophomore from Omaha, Nebraska, wears number 4. Wearing number 5 for the Birds, Ethan Connery. Connery, 13 points a ball game, and Ethan comes in as a redshirt sophomore, 6'4". He is from Akron, Ohio. Also starting for the Birds tonight, wearing number 21, Benil Basel. Basel back from his suspension, 6'8" freshman, Ottawa, Canada, averages 5 points a contest. And then the other starter will be Nate Sasser III. Sasser averages 9 points a ball game, wears number 22, 6'6" sophomore, is from West Palm Beach in Florida. Tom Parks, the head man for the Thunderbirds. Assisted. Got to get things correct here. Lots of notes for this. We saw Dwight Canary get the win on his last game at home. Now for the men. Bill Engel, the head coach for Eastern, comes in with a mark of 5-22. He was a Region 13 coach at Minnesota North Rainy River. This is his first year in Torrington. The two teams met on the 31st of January. Casper in Torrington came away with a 77-63 victory. Overall, the T-Birds lead the series, 82 wins to 31 losses. The series began back in the 1949-50 season. We are set to go. Ball in the air, and Basel will win the tap. It goes back to Bashir, who just volleyballs it over to Connery. We are underway. Birds with the basketball. Basel looking, oh, what a look. Sasser wide open, put it in the slammer. Birds score quickly on their first possession, go back to defense now. Connery all over Jaron Spates. Don't believe I did have him listed as a starter. Okay. Ball will come in, and Spates will swing it back out top, get it to Moorer. Moorer exchanging with Spates, wants to go down right side, brings it back out top again. Shot clock down to 5 now. Birds digging in on defense. Here is the 3 that's no good from the right side. The miss that time, rather the left side. Jock Mahan with the miss. Birds with the basketball. Bashir will feed Basel. Benil tries to get it over to Connery and threw it past him and into the back court. Turnover, Casper College. Lancers have not won a road game this year. They would like to get one, obviously, here. Just 5-22. They're 1-9 in the North Sub-region. Birds come in with a 9-2 North Sub-region record. Bashir, after the miss, fumbles it away in the front court. They'll go to Sievert down in the right side corner. Sasser, Sasser with a little jump step. Sievert to Bashir at the top. 3 on the way, no. Well, the long miss and a long rebound scatters out of bounds. Excuse me while I reconvene my throat. 2-0 Casper on top. We played a minute and a half. Spates, outside feed. They're going to try a three. Right side, in and out, no good. That was halfway down. Moore, the freshman from Florida, got strangled on that one. Sasser feeding Bashir, tries a three left side. That rims, comes out on the left side. And Bashir anticipates the pass, takes it away, tries another three uncontested, couldn't get that to fall. Back the other way we come. Lancers with the basketball, trailing 2-0. Almost 2.5 minutes into the contest. Long three, and that's good. And the lead. Spates averages 7 points a ball game. He drains one to make it 3-2. First lead for Eastern in the ball game. Connery, right side corner, backs away the dribble, into the paint, jump stop, gets it to Beneal rather. Basel kicks out. Connery will try the three. That's off the side, no good. Basel rebound, tried to put it back up, didn't get to the rim, and the rebound taken out of heavy traffic and then thrown away. Spates with a tough rebound, and then he led his man. He led Ziza down the sideline and threw it out of bounds. A little sloppy on the part of both ball clubs right now. 3 minutes in, Birds are down 3-2. Basel, give and go right back from Bashir, but he wasn't ready for it, led him a little too much. Another turnover, Casper. Casper with a full complement, playing for the first time in 3 games, and a little disorganized right now. Another three coming, that's no good. The miss this time by Spates, who's got the lone points. And here is Connery colliding after he crossed half court with Spates. Spates going to get the block here. First foul of the night for either team. Ethan gets up, he's okay. Basketball to the Birds. Bashir will bounce it over to Basel. Gets it right back for Sievert for the three, and that missed. Birds are really cold right now from the land of three. Into the front court, Moore. They'll get it back out top for a three. That's no good. The miss this time by Mahan. Neither team able to find the mark from 3-point. Sievert loses his dribble at the top of the free throw line. For Bashir, back to Aaron, running one-hander, little soft touch in the lane. Averages 10 a ball game, his first deuce of the night. Puts Casper back on top. Out top, Mahan looked, didn't take it. Instead, they'll get a three that comes from the right side. That one by Lothario Miller. And a 2-point lead now for Eastern. Basel, drive in the lane. Nobody really picked him up, and he shoveled it home. Beneal with 2 points. And another shot from the right side. Zio with a 2-pointer. And Connery gets loose. I'm trying to fill out my scorer's sheet here. I fell a little bit behind trying to gather things back, and it's not working too well. Oh. 8-8 tie right now. Just played 5 minutes of the opening half. Here's a wide open deuce. That's good. Mahan with his first basket. Birds' biggest lead has been 3. Biggest lead for Eastern has been 1. And here's Bashir driving to the hole, gets his first score of the evening, and he gets it with a left-hand layup. Birds will come away. Bashir into the front court. To the elbow, left side, has it slapped out of his hands, out of bounds. Birds get a break there. We're going to get a timeout on the court. 14:10 to go, opening half. Casper College 10, Eastern Wyoming 10, T-Bird basketball. Jack Noakes back at the house at Sweet-Built T-Bird Gym, Erickson T-Bird Gym. Saturday afternoon, final home game for the basketball teams. The women victorious. And the men right now tied 10-10 with Eastern Wyoming. We've played 6 minutes almost. Both ball clubs have hoisted up a number of threes, and both ball clubs have missed a number of threes. T-Birds right now with 5 two-point baskets. The Lancers have hit a couple of threes. Casper basketball looking at full court pressure. They need to go length of the court. Parker Davis checked in on the dead ball, gets it into Benil Basel. Basel right back to Bashir. I said they need to go full court. They don't. They had it in the front court. Bashir, another miss on the three. Back the other way we come. Birds almost get the steal, and a wild one-hander the follow-away. Nice shot. Ziza with his 4th point. Sievert ahead to Davis in deep. Hooks a pass out top. Bashir fumbles it, then gathers back. Baseball to Davis, right side corner for Bashir outside. Abdul to the baseline, turns, left hands it out top. Davis wants to drive, throws it up underhanded, couldn't get the layup. Back the other way, 3-ball out of the corner, that's good. Moorer with his first 3 makes it 15-10. That's the biggest lead for either team, and it's a 5-point lead. 13-18 to go. In the opening half, someone planted a frog in the old guy's throat, trying to stumble through this. Bird basketball, Sievert into the front court. Still has it on the floor. Yo-yos his way down the right side, then backs it away, still dribbling left hand. Gets it back out top. Yell Dang checked into the lineup. He'll try the 3. That's no good. Also in for the Birds, Buai Luak, who had a great game against LCCC. Couldn't haul down the rebound. Eastern with the basketball. Out top. They look in deep, get it in deep, and the layup is good. Nice head fake that time. Vukasin Spasjovic makes it a 17-10 lead. Sievert to Abdul, and Bashir's going to draw the foul. That'll be the first for Moore, the second team foul. Sievert will take a seat for the Birds, as will Luak. Birds get it into Connery. Basel back into the lineup for Casper. Davis going to launch a 3. Got it. Parker Davis averaging 5 points a ball game. His first tray makes it 17-13. 8 minutes into the contest. Out top, Javier Gonzalez back into the lineup. Had it on a string. Feeds it to Moore. He'll exchange. And they'll try another 3 from the left side. In and out, no. Miller with the miss. Birds with the rebound. Bashir Looking in the land of three, launching in the land of three, got it in the land of three. Abdul's first, his 5th point of the night, and the Birds draw within 1. Into the front court, Spates tries it from the top of the key. Birds crash the boards. Connery will come away. Ethan with the right-hand dribble now switches at the top, looks, hesitates, finds Dang, who fumbled it away, was a little bit behind him. Birds contain the ball, though, and remain with control. Davis in the corner, right side, 3, no. Dang tips to Connery, tried to tightrope the line, and the rope was a little too thick. 11 minutes left to go in the opening half. Eastern Wyoming 17, Casper 16. And we'll get a timeout on the court. We'll take one too. This is T-Bird basketball.
Something stuck in my throat.
Jack Noakes back at T-Bird Gym, where the Birds are down 17-16 with 11 minutes to go here in the opening half. Timeout, both ball clubs gathered around their coaches. Ball will belong to Eastern. Got it in before the buzzer. And they'll get it into Miller. Miller will dribble it and hand it off to Gonzalez. Down the right side, loses his dribble, and they're going to get him for a travel. Parker Davis will get it in to Ethan Connery. Connery across the timeline, bounces to Basel at the top of the key. Benil for Bashir. Abdul will work with the pick, give and go. Benil kicks it outside. They'll get it in the corner. Davis for a 3, that's no good. Ball tapped away and taken away. On the run, Gonzalez, pull up off the glass, no, but he walked. Well, Parker Davis to throw in. Eastern will come back with Jerron Spates. Davis gets it into Dang, right back to Parker, who will take it all across. Spins it at half court for Yell. Dang tried to drive from the left side, had it knocked loose before he could shoot it. Back the other way, head fake on the 2. Get it to Spates, he'll dish in deep, and the layup is good. Little spin move. Spasojevic. 19-16, and here is Basel having to dive for a ball that was knocked loose into the back court. Birds will get a time and avoid the travel. 19-16, Casper down. The Birds have trailed by as many as 7. They've led by 1. It's a slow start for Casper with 9:44 left here in the opening half. Eastern 0-10 this year on the road. 1-9 in North Sub-Region. The T-Birds 13-1 on their home court and 9-2 in the North Sub-Region. On paper, this one looked to be all Casper. Not so right now. Casper, of course, with that huge 114-109 overtime win last night. And they still didn't have a full complement of players, so some of them ought to be fresh anyway. Bashir with the left-hand dribble has it poked into the back court. The official's going to say that he had it, and I'll tell you what, I think he's right. I think he dribbled a couple times after it was poked in the front court and then went back court. Tom Parks would disagree, but I'm not sure that's not what happened. Here's a pass down deep again, and a foul will be whistled. This one on Sasser, I believe. Spasojevic draws the foul. Just 2 fouls now on Eastern and just 1 on the T-Birds. That was the first of the night. They'll hand it to Javier Gonzalez. He'll get it to Spates at the top. Wants to pull up for a 3, got the 3. He's got 6 on a pair of triples, and the lead is back to 6. Bashir loses the ball. Out of the pack, here comes Eastern on the run. Did they take the 3? Maybe. Spates against Connery. Backs away into the land of 3. Now between the circles. Tried to pull up, and the Birds deflected the pass, and the loose ball came right over to Bashir. Abdul draws the double team. Connery's alone in the corner. Connery has a 3 in the corner, and he's got 5. 22-19, Birds down 3 now. Spates against Connery, trying to poke it loose. Spates dribble drive, threw it off the glass too hard. Rebound Bashir. Abdul, will he pull up? Nope, he's going to go in the corner. Connery may have gotten away with a travel. And then a foul going to be whistled as he tries to go to the hole. Birds down 3. Nathan Mirich, familiar name from Cheyenne, checks in, and Bashir is loose for the easy lay-in, his 7th point. Birds draw within 1 at the 8-minute mark here in the first half. Mirich trying to get the ball out top. Instead, they go in the corner. In the paint, pass deflected, knocked out of bounds. Dang with a hustle play. Pass was intended for Jamarian Way. And we'll get another timeout. 7:49 to play, opening half. The score, Eastern Wyoming 22, Casper College 21. Jack Noakes, T-Bird Jim. Birds down a point, 22-21 to Eastern Wyoming. Casper's led by 2 points at the very outset. They've trailed by as many as 7. It will be Eastern ball, I believe, underneath their basket. So, Casper trying to shake off the effects after that overtime win, big win last night. Inbounds pass will come to the backcourt. Mahan will let it bounce and pick it out of the backcourt. All the way down right side, dribble drive for a layup, tough shot. Way in traffic, high off the glass, gets it to fall. Sasser being hounded, gets it to Dang, right back to Nate. Out top, dangerous pass, almost deflected by Mirich. Still controlled by Abdul Bashir. High post at the top. Sasser bouncing for Dang in deep. His shot blocked, and then he knocked it out of bounds. Trying to save it, and he couldn't do that. So the Birds will get a miss. Mirich with the basketball. Nope, Gonzalez with the basketball. At the free throw line, 15-footer, no good. Rebound taken away by Benil Basel. Sievert back into the lineup for the Birds. Looks in the corner, gets it to Yell Dang. Right back to Aaron. Out top, Bashir, 15 to shoot. Still out top. Hooks it to Sievert. He'll drive, hook it up. No, couldn't get it to fall. And the rebound taken away. Spasovjevic with the rebound, and back on the attack come the Lancers. Leading by 3, Spasovjevic handing and sliding to a stop and then throwing the ball away is Mahan. Got away with the travel, didn't get away with the launch into the crowd. Not real pretty right now. Birds still down 3. Connery looks at a 3 and goes to the low post. Basel kicks it outside. Sasser right back to Connery to Sasser. Sasser trying to drive, and it's going to be a blocking foul. Wow. Birds may get a call there. That will be Mahan's first. Team foul number 4, the Birds with just 1, and we played nearly 14 minutes. Sievert looking, gets it way out to Sasser for Basel. Benil draws the double team for Sasser, driving, stuffing. All right, that might get the crowd going. His 4th point draws the Birds within 1, way into the front court. For Mirich, right back out top. Mirich takes it right back, works against Bashir. Trying to drive, Lancer basketball. Foul going to be whistled on the Thunderbirds here. Will be Ethan Connery's first. Lancer basketball. Get it out top. Spasovjevic will feed it out top to Way. Looks at the bench for Coach Engel and then brings the dribble to the right side. Now out top, launching a 30. That's blocked. Sasser with the block comes back, and they'll score it in deep and draw the foul. Spasovjevic hung tough that time. Gets his 6th point of the ball game, and the foul will go against Yell Dang, his 3rd. Spasovjevic to the free throw line to shoot a pair here, or to shoot 1 here. The basket was good. Sasser will leave for the Thunderbirds. The free throw is no good. Connery rebound. Bird basketball trailing by 3. Ethan Connery yo-yos in the front court, loses the dribble and gets it to Sievert. Trying to back his way in at the top for Parker Davis. Davis clears some room for Basel, or for Bashir. Fall away, 3-pointer off the side of the rim. No, saved and thrown back in over his head. Davis, nice play. Bashir to the left side baseline. They'll bring it around right side to Davis. Looking for Benil, and Benil Basel will be guilty of the walk. Well, the pace kind of favoring right now the Lancers. who are winning by 3. We're under 5 to play in the first half. Out top, Way loses his dribble, cross-court it, and they'll try the 3, and they'll hit the 3. Javier Gonzalez averages 4 a ball game. He's got 3 on that, and the lead's back to 6 now. 29-23, EWC on top. Bashir, fall away, air ball on the baseline left, shoveled ahead, out of back court, Way all the way down right side, feeds in the paint, head fakes, Pasosevic with an air ball missed from the left side. Wow. Birds had a little pressure on him though. Bashir's pass will be blocked back into the bench. Timeout going to be called here. 3:52 to go. We're in the first half, and right now Eastern Wyoming with a 6-point lead, 29-23 over Casper College. This is T-Bird basketball. Folks, back at T-Bird Gym. Final basketball games on the home court of the season. Birds will be heading to Scotts Bluff. The women will be for the Women's Region 9 tournament. Men's tournament will be in Gillette. Casper basketball in the front court. Davis to throw in for Basel. Benil handing, gets it right back from Sievert. At the top, looking for Bashir, who's struggling from the outside right now. He'll go to Basel at the top with 10 to shoot. Bashir, head fake in the corner. Connery alone, 3, no. Ball tapped around, and the rebound taken away by the Lancers. Out of back court, Way will bring it ahead with the left hand. Gets a pick out top, still has it on the floor, has it almost knocked away at the elbow, and a little nudge that time with the elbow. Looked like Spasosevic got away with one. Lancers still have the ball. The fall away is no good. Davis will soar in and grab a rebound. Abdul Bashir quiet so far with 7 points for Benil Basel, corner right side. Looking for Davis, tries to drive down the baseline and catches an elbow. May have acted a little on that. Team fouls now 5 for the Lancers, 3 for the T-Birds. Sievert will leave, and Blake Neverdon in for the first time for Casper. Basel bouncing to Bashir, sets a pick for him at the top. Gets it at the free throw line, looking down low, kicks outside, and Connery drives, misses with the left hand. Davis got to kick it out. Bashir's got to shoot. He'll score. The shot clock was down to 2, and Abdul now with 10 and a much-needed basket cuts the lead to 3. Give and go, nice look. Connery expecting that, and then Spasosevic comes over the top and just runs over him in the backcourt. It was not intentional, but it is a foul. His first. So the Birds shooting from here on out. That's 16 fouls for the Lancers. Casper had a 2-0 lead, and that's the only lead they've had here in the first half. Basel still has it on the floor, wants Bashir to come get it. Abdul will. Get it right back to Benil at the elbow. Fall away in the lane, yes. Little 5-footer in the soft touch. Benil with 4. Birds are within 1. Head fake on the 3, and then the high arc 2 is good. Lothario Miller stepped just inside the 3-point line. Neverdon for a 3, no. And Davis hustling, steals the rebound away. Pass for Bashir, he'll try the 3, he'll draw the foul and shoot 3. 32-28, Birds are down 4. 137 left in the first half here. Abdul at 86% from the free throw line. His 11th point of the ball game. It's been kind of a quiet 11. He's really only hit, well, he's hit 2 threes now. Free throw's good, his 12th. Mr. Automatic when it comes to that 15-foot line. And can't get the roll, but the Birds tip it, and the rebound controlled by Neverdon. He chased it down in the corner. Abdul will try a 3. That's good. Who needs 3 from the free throw line when you can get it from 20 feet away? And the Birds with a 1-point lead at 33-32. Bashir all over Moorer. Get it out top. Here's another 3 being launched. Long rebound taken by Moorer for Mann, and then Moorer, as Coach Engel wants to take a timeout. 1:01 left, and the Birds with a 1-point lead, 33-32 at halftime. It'll be the women, the sophomore women, getting a chance to take the bow at half court. Robin Bazire, my lifesaver, comes here with dinner. Thank you. Dr. Pepper would be nice. It's nice to have someone take care of you when you can't get out of the driver's seat. 1:01 to go. The ball will belong to the Lancers right at the hash mark in the front court. Down below us here on the opposite side from the scorer's table. They'll get it in. Final minute. First half. Birds with a 1-point lead. Their big lead has been 2. They've trailed by as many as 7, and then a turnover. Ziza in front of the T-Bird bench stepped out of bounds. So Sievert will trigger the inbounds, get it into Dang. Yell will take it across for Bashir. Abdul working against Spasovic. Baseballs it over to Sievert. 3, yes. Aaron, his 5th point. His first 3. Casper by 4. Biggest lead the Birds have had. It comes under 30 seconds to go. Head fake on the 3 by Way. Gets it right back on the right side. Kicks it over out to Spates. Cross court it. They look in deep, and they'll score in deep. Spates in with the big guys with a good move and a good head fake, and knocked it home with a layup. Bashir drawing the double team for Davis. Exchange, Siebert, 3, in and out, no. Ball tapped around. He had to shoot it quickly. The half will come to an end. The Birds will go to the locker room with a lead, a very tenuous lead. Casper 36, Eastern Wyoming 34. This is T-Bird basketball.
Getting to experience and be a part of the 2024 National Tournament. Congratulations, sophomores, on 2 outstanding marks for Casper College. Your hard work and commitment to your education and our basketball program is greatly appreciated. We wish you continued success in all of your future endeavors. Also, the 2024-25 season will mark his 17th at Casper College and 43rd overall. And City and Miles Community College before coming to Casper. In 6 seasons at MCC, his Pioneers won 126 games, a .717 winning percentage. In his final season there in 2007-2008, Miles posted a 31-2 record. Coach Canary has a grand total of 748 wins today and a winning percentage of 81% since Coach Canary believes that success goes beyond winning basketball games. Preparing these players to play at the next level is also an important part of his program. In his 16 years at Casper College, Canary has had 66 players signed to play at 4-year universities. 36 of those transfers have gone on to play at Division I universities, including Arizona State University, Rutgers University, the University of Texas El Paso, St. Joseph's University, Florida International University, Northern Colorado, University of Texas, Colorado State, University of New Hampshire, Southern Utah, and of course, the University of Wyoming. Success
Halftime ceremonies complete now. We've honored the sophomores, both from the men's team and just now the women's team. We're halftime of the men's game. Casper by 2 over Eastern Wyoming, 36-34. First half statistics look this way. The Lancers 14 of 29, 48% from the field. Birds are 14 of 33, 42%. Behind the arc, Eastern 5 of 13, 39%. The Birds are 6 of 19. That is 32%. At the free throw line, really nothing to shout about because there's nothing on the paper, really. The Lancers are 0 for 1. The T-Birds are 2 out of 3. We have shot 4 free throws in the first 20 minutes of play. Rebounding, a total of 15, including 3 off the offensive glass for Eastern. Casper with a total of 18, including 5 on the offensive glass. Leading scorers in the ball game, Jerron Spates has 8 to lead the way for Eastern. The Birds, paced by Abdul Bashir. Abdul with 15. He's 5 of 11 from the field, 3 of 8 behind the arc, and 2 of 3 now at the free throw line, and played all 20 minutes, as is kind of usual for him, in the first half. Biggest lead, Eastern is led by 7. The T-Birds have led by 5. The score was tied 3 times, and the lead changed hands 4 times. Casper College were victorious on the women's side a little earlier this afternoon. Final there was 80-66. Andy Schisler led the way with 27, 13 for Luna Wada, and 10 apiece for Adama Bajikole, who fouled out of the game, and also 10 for Hassana Amadou, her replacement. So, we're just about a minute away from starting the second half of play, which Casper trailed almost the entire time in the first half rather. So we'll see what happens. Points off turnovers, Casper outscoring the Lancers 10-8. Outscoring them in the paint 16-12. Second chance points 8-2 Casper. The only advantage the Lancers really have is their bench outscoring Casper 11-3 at this juncture of the game. Abdul Bashir set a new record last night with his 49 points in that overtime win against LCCC. He broke the record of 47 held by Jamison Epps against Eastern Wyoming in 2023 and David Walker against Western Nebraska back in 2020. So Bashir puts his name in the record book. He's going to finish in the top 5 probably in three-pointers, but he's not going to lead in three-pointers. Basketball is going to belong to the Lancers as we start the second half of play. 20 minutes left in the home season. Birds will be the number 2 seed out of the North, and the men's tournament will come next week in Gillette. Ladies tournament, where the Birds are the number 1 seed out of the North, at the Cougar Palace over in Scottsbluff. We're underway right now. Here's Jerron Spates with the basketball. High post feed. They'll kick it back outside, turn around, and that's good. Nice looking jot that time. Jock Mahan with his 4th point. Sasser wants to exchange with Connery, loses the dribble, looks down low. Basel comes out and gets it at the top of the key. Sasser to the elbow for Bashir, driving baseline out top. They'll swing it back to Sasser. 8 to shoot. Kicks outside. Sievert for 3. No. What a rebound offensively. Connery bores in. Double team. Put it in, and he's fouled. He is just hard to stop. Maybe because he has no fear. His 7th point, and Ethan will step to the free throw line here. One time. And that's good. Connery with 8, and it's 39-36. Birds on top by 3. They led by 2 at the halfway mark. Out top, holding. Jock Mahan now will give it over to Spates. Swing it down right side, outside. Backing away with the dribble. Miller bounces out top. They'll swing it back to Spates. Wants to drive, and Connery over the top will buy the fake and draw the foul. That'll be his second. Miller holds and gives to Spates. Walks the basketball back between the circles, still has it on the floor. Wants to drive, throw it up. No, didn't draw the foul. Benil Basel with the rebound will run it ahead. Get out of his way, he's loose. Give it to Sasser. Sasser into the paint for Basel. Reverse it up with the left hand. Nice move, soft touch. Benil has 6, and the Bird lead is its biggest at 5. Out top, Moore dribbling, or Miller rather, dribbling in the back and then gets it over. And Mahan dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds. Miller will leave. Nathan Mirich, the 6'6" freshman from Cheyenne. Familiar name to Wyoming sports fans. Mirich clan has had a lot of great athletes. Connery with the left-hand dribble on the left-hand side, exchanges with Sasser, backs away for Baso. Give it to Bashir, and his pass deflected and taken away. 2-on-1. Mahan will feed Spates, and he missed the layup. Mahan tries to tip it. No. Baso fighting for the rebound. Sievert goes to the floor, and they'll kick it ahead. Here comes Connery on the break, slams it, and hits hard. He will be fouled, and he will get up and say, I'm a basketball player. Boy, he hit hard. Right on his back. He'll go to the line for a free throw here. Ethan with 9, chance to get to double figures. It'll be the second foul on Spates. And I'm going to guess, just because I'm a smart old guy, that we're going to go and see if this is a flagrant foul. No, we're not. Hey, stay away from that computer, guys. Now the 3 officials going to gather. That's always a, cause for concern. I think Tom Parks wants to talk to him and wants to know if that was not an intentional or a flagrant foul. It was a major collision, I'll tell you that. You are not going to stop Ethan Connery when he decides he's going to the basket. You may stop him with a foul, or he may get a charge, but Tom Parks still in a conference with the officials. They're going to give the ball to Connery, who will go to the free throw line to try and finish the three-point play. The 7-point lead is the biggest Casper's had. Eastern led by 7 for a time in the opening half. Well, mercifully, they did not go to the computer. I don't know if Tom Parks is happy about that, but Connery to the free throw line to shoot 1 here and try and finish the three-point play, and he will not. But the rebound taken by Sasser. Birds reload. Basel driving down the lane. Everybody clears out of his way. Missed the dunk, drew the foul. He's going back to the line. Woo. Man, I'm looking for a major collision when I see him headed down the pipe. Wow. Benil on the season. First one on the way is good. On the season at the free throw line, 67%. Birds' lead has now grown to 8. Lots of time left, just underway in the second half. Second one, high arc, nothing but net. Soft touch from the big guy. 45-36, 9-point spread now for the Birds. Lancers will get it to Mirich, baseballed it ahead, and they'll come right back outside to Moore. High post feed. Mirich looks at a three, pushes for a three. That's no good. Bashir has the ball slapped away. Connery diving for it again. Oh, Ethan, you're going to go out the door if you keep doing that. It was close enough. All right. Gonzalez to play it in. Gets it to Spasojevic. Right back to Gonzalez for Moore. Moore trying to back away in the land of three. Goes to the baseline. Air ball too hard. And then Connery is fouled, I believe. Throws the offending arm away from him. That'll be the third tonight on Russell Moore. 4 quick team fouls now for Eastern. The Birds with 1. We haven't even played 4 minutes in the second half. Sievert to Benil at the top. Spins at the elbow and bounces back outside. Bashir backing away at half court. Looking for Sasser. Drives, reverse it up, and in. Sasser with 6. The Bird lead is all of a sudden grown to 11. Shaking off the effects of that game last night now. Getting into a little rhythm. Here's a feed. Nice lob inside. Spates will put it home. He's in double figures with 10. Bashir bouncing to Benil Basel. Basel working against Mirich for Abdul. 12 to shoot. Out top, Sievert kicks outside. Sasser in the corner, head fake 3. Connery, shot clock down to 5. And he gets in a little tangle and the ball comes off of him. It'll be turnover for Casper. Parker Davis back in for the Thunderbirds. And we'll get a timeout on the court again at the 15:40 mark. 47-38, Birds lead by 9. This is T-Bird basketball. Jack Noakes back at Erickson T-Bird Gym. Birds up now 47-38 by 9. And we've played not quite 5 minutes in the second half. Casper led by 2 at the halfway mark, 36-34. Abdul Bashir with 15 in the first half has not yet scored in the second half, but Basel has picked it up. Connery now with 9. Sasser with a couple of nice drives and one nice hoop. (47-38). 15:40 showing on the clock. Casper going to show a little full court pressure here. We'll see how earnest they are in their attempt. Spates will draw the double team. Swing it out top to Spasojevic. And Spates gets it right back. Oh, the lane open, drives in, tries a little fall away that looked like maybe Benil Basel partially deflected. Ball just stepped out. Basel tight roping half court in the corner. Sievert, 3 ball, no. Connery crashes the boards. He's going to get a foul. Ethan's third if it's on him, and I believe it will be. Well, there's nobody who plays with any more exuberance than he does. Gets him in a little foul trouble sometimes, but I'll tell you, he's going to take one for the team. Here's a driving layup, missed. Spasojevic comes away with the rebound, double teamed. Finds Spates back at the top of the key. Connery trying to work through the pick. Spates will kick it outside. Mirich swings it over to Gonzalez. 5 to shoot now. Gonzalez all the way to the elbow. Tries to dish inside off the glass. No. And Spasojevic puts it back up. Missed again. Basel will get the rebound. Oh. The Serbian missed 2. Got his own rebound, couldn't get it to go. Here is you-know-who, Abdul Bashir in the books in the second half with a 3-ball, and the lead is now 12 for the Thunderbirds. Spates backing away for a 3, that's good. Jerron Spates, 13 points. And it's 50-41 Casper, 14 to play in the contest. Bashir, see if he goes to work now. Looking for Basel on the high post. He was grabbed. They'll wipe the layup off. And it'll be a foul with the ball on the floor. Sasser and Dang getting ready to come back for the Birds. Connery will leave with 3. Sievert will leave with 5 points thus far today. Never know if it's today or tonight. Could say this evening. Dang will take it from Benil Basel. Give it to Bashir. 10 to shoot now. Bashir at the top, yo-yoing his way. Fall away. Couldn't get it to go. Basel, or rather Dang, will hustle the rebound at the elbow. Oh, nice feed in deep. Davis, they'll wipe that out too. Another foul. This should be the 6th team foul already for the Lancers. The Birds have only 2. There were only 4 free throws shot in the entire first half. 3 by Casper, 1 by Eastern Wyoming. Bird basketball, get it into Basel. Sasser will take command at the top. Wants to go one-on-one, pull up with the left hand. No, tried to tip it up, couldn't get it to go, and Davis may get the foul here. Parker will get his first. It is the 3rd team foul for the Thunderbirds. Spates to play it in, gets it into Way. They'll cross-court it to Way. Parker Davis loosely on him now. Swing it outside, and they'll get it at the top. Spasojevic for Way. Was open momentarily. Dang picked him up, though. Spasojevic kicks outside. Mirich for 3, no. Benil Basel rebound, yes. All the way down court to Dang. Out top, Davis, swing it outside. Bashir back up, head fake on the 3, and he stepped out of bounds. Abdul leads all scorers right now with 18. He had 49 in that overtime win last night, a new single-game record for the Thunderbirds. Still the number 2 scorer in the nation. And Lancers almost fumble it out of bounds. Gonzalez in trouble with a double team. Gets it to Way. He'll kick outside. Spates open 3 off the glass, called glass, and didn't get it answered. The bank was open. The tellers weren't there. All the way down. Dang will kick it outside. Left side angle and the land of 3. Sasser all the way to half court. Lets Basel take care of the basketball. Abdul, double team. They'll go along the end line. Basil kick it outside to Abdul. His pass intended cross court is deflected, taken away. Under 12 to go in the game. Spates against Davis, almost lost his dribble. Wants to back in, hooks him from behind, no call. Here's a shot from the free throw line. Spasojevic with a miss, and the rebound again. Benil Basil into the front court. Almost lost it off his leg. Managed to maintain control. Sasser right back to him. Set a pick for Davis, then find, give and go. Davis dribbled it off his foot or the opposition, and this will be a soaring layup. Way uncontested for his 4th point of the night. 50-43, Birds 12-point lead down to 5. Dang, driving hard off the glass. The right hand from the left side, and that's good. His first field goal of the day. In the corner, Way looked at a 3, but covered up by Dang, had to bring it back out top. Spates hesitates, hooks a bounce pass to Spasojevic in the corner to Miric, and that's good for the 3 ball. So the Cheyenne product with his first hoop. Bird lead down to 6 now. Sasser in the front court. We approach 10 to play in the ball game. Spins in the lane, had his shot partially blocked, back the other way. 3-on-1, and Miric hooks it up. No. Rebound, Dang. Will get it to Bashir. Abdul for Benil Basil to the elbow and gives it back outside. Abdul looked at the 3, got it out top to Dang. He'll try it. No, he'll run in, tried to dunk it, got in too deep, hit the underside, and the running layup is good. The score by Gonzalez, and all of a sudden, it's a 4-point ball game. Bird basketball. 9.5 to go. Bashir back up. 3. Got it. 21 for Abdul. That helps boost the lead back to 7 at 55-48. Spates, right side elbow in the corner, and Way will dose a 3. He's got 7 now, the lead back down to 4. See where Abdul wants to go with the left-hand dribble, hawked away from behind, and then he will foul. Trying to show the fast break or slow it. I'm wondering if this is an intentional foul, and Abdul, we'll see. The officials. Stay away from the computer, guys. — 55-51, 9:02 left in the ball game, and the announcers' jinx didn't work. They're going to the computer. 9:02 left in this contest. Casper had a 2-point lead, grew it to 4 at one time in the first half, really trailed most of the first half. Lancers led by as many as 7, but the T-Birds took a 36-34 lead into the locker room. They've managed to build that lead to 12 here in the first 5 minutes of the second half, but the last 5 minutes have gone Eastern Wyoming's way, and the 12-point lead is down to 4 now at 55-51. This will be the last game, obviously, for us, last home game of the season. Ladies on the road, the Region 9 tournament in Scottsbluff. Men on the road, Region 9 tournament in Gillette. Ladies, a number 1 seed again from the north. Men will be the number 2 seed out of the north, I believe. Well, the officials have said hello to the computer. We'll see what the computer told them. Both teams are on the floor. Now, Mark Gilbertson, one of the officials, will go talk to Tom Parks. And Coach Parks doesn't look like he's very animated or happy about the conversation. I think they're going to say that was an intentional foul on Abdul and going to send Way to the free throw line here. So Way to the free throw line. Jamarian, 6 foot, freshman, Minneapolis, misses the first one. Poetic justice? Maybe. Second one is good. That's his 8th point. Basketball now at half court. No, in the back court. Will belong to the Lancers, who now are within 3 at 55-52. And a 3-ball here would tie the ball game. Spates looking for Way back out top. They find Spisocevic in deep. Try and throw it in deep, and Yell Dang with a nice anticipation managed to knock it out of bounds and keep it away from Jamarian Way. Shot clock still at 19. They'll bring it in to Mirich, and he'll kick it back outside for Way. Spisocevic to Way to Mirich, left side corner, back out top. 8 to shoot now. Long 3 on the way. Never got to the rim. Hard off the glass. Good rebound off the floor. Taken by Bashir. Abdul to Dang. Set a pick. He'll push. In and out. No good. That one was halfway down. Back the other way on the run. Here comes EWC in deep. They try and loop a pass, and a nice feed in the middle. Way in traffic gets his 10th point. It's 55-54. Bird lead down to 1 in the corner. And an answer, yes! Aaron Sievert for his 8th, his 3-pointer, builds the lead back to 4. Spates at the elbow left side, kicks outside, wide open 3, the miss by Way, and the rebound by Ethan Connery, who will take it ahead. Connery looking in the corner. Sasser fumbles, goes down hard, manages to toss the ball to Connery, who will call a wise timeout. Stop the clock with 7:34 to go. 58-54. Tell you, the old man, me, is kind of glad this is the last game at T-Bird Gym. The last 2 nights have taken their toll. So, timeout on the court, still 7:34 to go. 58 Casper, 54 Eastern Wyoming. T-Birds being paced as usual by their leading scorer, Abdul Bashir, right now with 21. Still the number 2 scorer in the nation behind Vaughn Woods of North Idaho. Both have been around 26, 27 points a game all year long. I didn't check. I think the T-Birds are still the 3rd leading scorer in the nation. They're hitting 96 a game. Gillette and Dawson in there. Gillette was ahead of Casper, averaging about 102. And I'm guessing they still are. Sean Neary's ball club, a powerhouse. As expected, does a great job. Well, we're back to the glacial pace here. Basketball is going to belong to the T-Birds in the front court. They'll be at the hash mark. Halfway in the half court. Neverdon comes in for the Birds. He'll join Sievert, Connery, Benil, and Bashir. Ball comes into Ethan. Shot clock down to 15. Neverdon looking and threw it away. Tried to find Bashir, didn't get it up high enough. Back the other way. Way out top. Gets it over to Gonzalez. Still has it on a string. Left side feed. Mirich back to Gonzalez. Everybody pulled out across the top of the free throw line. Now they sink down a little lower. Turnaround jump shot in the lane. No. Connery, nice rebound for the Birds. Under 7 to go. Spates with a little poke, didn't get called. Connery still has it on the floor. Loses his dribble, now bounces out top. They'll get it to Sievert with 15 to shoot. Aaron in the corner. Connery looking to drive. Kicks it out, wide open. Bashir, no. Long rebound on the run, comes away to Way. Neverdon will stop him though. Back the other way, in deep against Basel. Nice deflection of the pass, nice steal, Ethan Connery. Bird basketball, needing a hoop here. And Bashir has it slapped away. I'm not sure he didn't dribble it off his leg. The other way, Spates is alone in the corner. That's good. Got to stay with him. He's got 16 now. The Bird lead is 1 at 58 to 57. Connery looked at Spates, instead goes outside for Sievert. Parker Davis set to come back next dead ball. They'll tap it back to Sievert for a three. No, Connery couldn't control the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Oh, I was thinking maybe that one was last touched by Jamarian Way, but they're going to say Connery hit it last. Neverdon will lead Parker Davis back in for the Thunderbirds, who lead by 1, but the ball now goes over in the backcourt to the Lancers. Eastern Wyoming trying to win for the first time on the road this season and their first sub-region win. Basketball in the corner. Bouncing to the high post. They'll get it out top. Mirich will miss the three at the top and it's taken away. Long rebound again, Abdul Bashir. Bashir bouncing to Benil, Basel, give and go, and they'll find Aaron Sievert in deep, layup, Basel, yes. Benil with 10, the Bird lead is 3, 5 minutes to go in the contest. In the corner, Way back out top. Gonzalez head fake on the three. One dribble, cross courts Mirich. Looking to Moorer, he'll have to back away from the left side. Looking into the paint, Spasojevic in the corner, three ball, that's no good. Davis with the rebound. Clears it to Connery, goes coast to coast. Get it back to Davis, and he'll flip it back outside. Bashir to reload there. For Benil, Basel in the corner, Davis and Parker is fouled. That'll be 17 fouls, so the Birds are in the bonus now. Davis on the season, 77% at the stripe. Chance here to advance the three-point lead at the 4:25 mark. We'll see Gonzalez check out of the lineup and Ziza back into the lineup. For the Lancers, Davis' first free throw is good. He will get the bonus, his 4th point of the ball game. (61-57), no, missed the second. Rebound, Mirich. in the backcourt for Moorer. They're going to launch a long three. Ziza with the miss. Long rebound right at the free throw line. Sievert managed to haul it in and protect it. Aaron across the time stripe. Works the left hand right in front of the T-Bird bench, the scorer's table. Gets it to Connery. Ethan, looked like maybe he was going to lead. Bashir didn't. Basel with 10 on the shot clock. For Sievert, driving right-hand layup, no. Davis didn't put it back up, got the offensive rebound, kicks it outside with a new 20-second shot clock. Benil Basel for Abdul Bashir. Basel to Sievert, alone, three, no. Connery tried to tip it to Bashir. Into the front court. Way gets it over. That'll be a travel. Thank you very much. Take that basket away from Ziza. Bill Engel to his bench, going to bring back Spates now. So with a timeout on the court, there's still 3 minutes, 27 seconds to go in this one. Highly in doubt. The Birds right now by 4. Casper College 61. EWC 57. This is T-Bird basketball. Jack Noakes back at Erickson T-Bird Gym, 61-57, Casper by 4. Still 3:27 to go. Big question mark still on the outcome of this game. Birds would prefer to see an exclamation point at the end. Davis to throw in for Benil. Basel, right hand dribble, nobody bothers him, he gets it across. And now we've got a whistle. I don't know whether the shot clock didn't get turned on. It's at 30 seconds, so I think they're going to take maybe 5 seconds off. Well, we can blame the officials for a lot of things. That's not one of them. Having spent part of my life on the scorer's table, I can attest that sometimes it happens. 25 on the shot clock as we resume play. Abdul Bashir for Sievert. Corner left side, Connery kicks it right back to Abdul. Cross-court it. Parker Davis cross-court it to Sievert, back to Abdul. Bashir trying to duck in, spins, turns, falls away, hits it. Boy, that's about impossible to stop, and it's pretty. He's got 23. 63-57 Casper, under 3 to play. Moore guarded by Davis. Back out top, Mirich, swing it to Way. He'll be picked up by Bashir. At the top, long three, no. Crashing the boards, Benil. Takes the ball away from everybody. Stay away from the big fella. Gonna bring it ahead. Spin dribble all the way down. Tried to lay it up and in, and they're gonna get him for the charge. Well, it's a 50-50 call. Looked to me as if it was a charge. Benil missed the shot. That'll be the 5th team foul for the Birds. So they still got 1 to give. High post feed in deep. Spasosevic throws it and tends it in the corner. It's tipped and taken away. Here comes Bashir. Abdul out of the back court now with 2 minutes and change. He'll try another long three right in front of his bench. He says, fellas, I was feeling that. He's got 26. The lead is now 9 with 1:50 to go. It's been big of 4, and they've hit a couple of threes to dig into it. Spates driving, threw it off the glass, never hit the rim on a little 8-foot floater. Casper basketball. Bashir will have to get it across, no problem there for Benil. Bashir feeling it right now. Did he draw the foul? No. Gets it instead in deep. Davis lay it up and in. Parker with 6. The Lancers need a timeout, and the Birds appear to have things under control. 1:23 to go in the contest. Casper 68, Eastern Wyoming 57. This is T-Bird basketball. Well, we'll see what the final 1 minute and 23 seconds holds for the Casper College Thunderbirds. Will they push their record to 23-6, their conference record to 10-2, and their home record to 14-1? Right now, they lead by 11, 68-57. T-Birds will await the Lancers in the front court. Not even going to try and full court pressure anything. And here they come. Way bouncing outside. They're going to go in the corner. Mirich draws a double team, bounces it, gets it out top for the three. That's good. They can do that. Russell Moore, his 6-point. And they've come on a pair of threes and a timeout quickly. So the lead down to 8. 13 seconds expired. 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this ball game. It's another one of those that they haven't had too many, but you just get the feeling that can't quite separate. Birds led by as many as 4 in the first half, trailed by as many as 7 in the first half, and really were behind most of the first half. They have built the lead to 11 at one time here in the second half, and Eastern keeps whittling away. They got it down to 3, and then the Birds built it right back up to 11. Now they lead by 8. It'll be Casper's ball against pressure in the backcourt. Bashir can run the court instead, feeds it over to Connery. Gets it right back to Abdul. Bashir baseballing it ahead. Sievert, or rather Davis, with a nice catch. Sign that kid up. 1 minute to go in the ball game. Sievert was trapped, managed to get it to Benil Basel, and he managed to draw the foul. Let's see what Basel on the season, a 55% free throw shooter. This will be 1-1. That was the 8th team foul. Benil in double figures, 10 points on the day. Guess we can say night now at 6 o'clock. And a timeout going to be taken again. Never trust the scoreboard when it tells you there's only 1 timeout left. Well, they're down to 0 now. The Lancers are. It says the Birds still have 1. 68-60. Casper. Birds coming off a 114-109 overtime victory last night on this court against the Golden Eagles from Laramie County Community College. Good crowd on hand both days. Last time they get to see the Birds at home. Last time they get to see Dwight Canary coaching. And a great send-off for him here this afternoon. Well-deserved. 17 years and 448 wins up on the hill. Basel to the free throw line, one and a bonus. Front one is all important, and he airballed it. Wow. Barely grazed net. He's kind of smiling and laughing. It's like, did I just do that at home in front of my fans? So Spates will take it ahead. His team down by 8. We're under a minute to go. For Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking, loses his dribble out top. Spates almost fumbled it away. Moorer for 3, no. And Ethan Connery going to get the foul here. On the rebound, Jamarian Way will go to the line, I believe. No, that was only the 7th team foul. We're not shooting yet. Bill Engel is kind of saying it should be an intentional foul or something, but I don't think so. So the Birds back on defense, new 20-second shot clock. Way trying to spin in the lane against Basel, threw it up and in. How did he get that to go down? How did Basel not foul him? And Sievert will be fouled in the backcourt. Clock says 35 seconds exactly. Aaron to the free throw line where he is right there with Bashir as money. On the season, Sievert at 86%, Bashir at 88%. Both of them on the court for the final 35 seconds, as you would expect. Aaron at the free throw line. First one good, his 8th point, 9th point of the night. Back to a 7-point lead here. Bashir waiting as the Birds only have 2 players on the line, and the second one good. Double figures for Aaron and an 8-point lead with 30 seconds to go. Way kicks outside. They'll try a 3. They'll hit a 3. Russell Moore, 9 points on 3 threes today. Clock stops on the foul, and the Birds back to the free throw line. The foul will be the 4th of the ball game on Russell Moore. So Bashir, 86% on the season, to the line, and he'll shoot 2. It was the 10th team foul. And he kind of short-armed that. Abdul with 26, averaging 27, needs this one to match his usual average. And he'll get it. 27 for Bashir. 6-point lead, Birds, 3 on the way, no. Rebound, Way in the paint, fall away, no. Birds grabbed the rebound, looked like Connery was hammered that time. Foul eventually whistled. Stops the clock with 13.3 and a 6-point lead. Connery should be at the free throw line. 2 shots here. And a chance to stick this one in the safe. Turn the lock. And the first one is good. Off the back of the iron, straight up. Shooter's roll. Connery with 10 now in double figures. Scoreboard says 9. I say 10. Ethan, the sophomore from Akron, Ohio, and that one is good. I'm told by his parents it's Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Back the other way, 73-65. Mirich, long three off the glass, no rim. Birds now will just run out the clock. Bashir will lope it into the front court. 73, Casper. 65, Eastern Wyoming. That's your final. The Birds end the regular season 23-6. They go 14-1 at home and 10-2 in conference play. They'll head to Gillette for the Region 9 tournament as the number 2 seed. Eastern finishes its season 5-23, 1-10 in conference play, and 0-11 on the road. A tough year for the new coach Bill Engel, who came down from Minnesota. So it's a sweep for the T-Birds. The ladies win it. They win it earlier this evening or this afternoon. The final score there was 80-66. And Andy Schisler ends her career at Casper with a 27-point afternoon. So all in all, another successful basketball season. Success, of course, ultimately determined on what happens in the Region 9 tournament, and that's going to be forthcoming. We'll be back, take a look at the stats, and have a talk with Tom Parks when we return. This is T-Bird Basketball. Jack Noakes back at Erickson T-Bird Gym after the Birds put one away today. And both teams, the women and the men, victorious. We'll talk with Tom Parks because the men had a little bit of a struggle. It was close throughout. I think they led most of the first half, and you got things going in the second half and kind of put it away.
Yeah, no, I mean, I really don't understand why their record is the way it is.
They're pretty good.
I'm very confused by it. And, I mean, I haven't watched every game, but
they haven't won a game on the road, haven't won a game in the
sub-region. They won one last night on the road.
Oh, did they?
They beat Western, yeah.
Okay.
But I just don't – I mean, they play hard. They're extremely confident. They're really well coached. Like, they have great energy on the bench. You can tell, like, they've got a good culture that he's building there. He's been successful at other places before this. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm not super excited to play him again. But, you know,
you're going to have to play him again.
We're going to have to play him again.
Is that right? We're sure of that now.
I don't know. I'm going to say like 98% sure because you never know. But, yeah, I mean, they just play hard and they just compete. And, you know, they – unlike other teams, they actually they try to take Abdul away and they try to make adjustments. And, you know, they're I think, like, schematically they do some interesting things that we're going to have to kind of dissect and pick through on film.
Well, you got the game from your leader again. I don't have the stats. I don't know if they've forgotten me or not. But Bashir finished with 27, I think, 26, and took him a while to get going. But quietly he can – I don't know how a guy that's number 2 scorer in the nation can sneak up on you, but he kind of can. He'll go through those periods where he's not scoring, and then all of a sudden, boom, they start finding the bottom of the net, everything he does.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's – and I wish – I think teams will sometimes fall asleep a little bit if he doesn't, but he's so aggressive too that he's kind of always on people's minds. But – no, I thought he did a good job. Wish he would have took care of it a little better, but you know they turn teams over quite a bit. You know they kind of have an interesting style because they don't really want to play very fast, but they're really like scrappy in the half court. But yeah, no, I'm glad. It's always nice to win on sophomore day because the opposite is not very much fun, especially for those sophomores and the families and all that stuff.
Well, let's talk about that. You say goodbye to a pretty good bunch of sophomores that came in with you. Some of them did, you know, and they did a good job over 2 years for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you take over a program, you know, and you're kind of selling them on things you've done in the past, but also, you know, this vision that you have, you know, you don't have – I mean, obviously Casper College has a name and a tradition. But I would say that I think a lot of recruits at our level sign to play for a coach, you know, and I think that's why when you see a coach leave this and that, you know, maybe they don't retain all the players because they sign to play for that coach. And I think they fall in love with Casper when they're here. But, I mean, I couldn't be more thankful for this group. You know, it's more than – just Abdul, man. I mean, Ethan Connery, the work he's put in. I mean, even a guy like Nate Talich, who we haven't been able to see on the court as much. I mean, he's an everyday guy. He talks the entire game. He's in practice engaged, you know. And, you know, all those guys have just really bought into what I've been trying to do here, and I'm very thankful for them.
So when do we play again? Do we know when the first game is? Is it Thursday or – I'm all confused anymore.
We'll play Saturday. I believe Gillette did lose, but I don't think it does anything to anything.
Who did they lose to?
They lost at Central.
Oh, okay. At Central.
Yeah.
I forgot they had their last 3 games on the road, didn't they?
Yeah, I think their last 4. But, yeah, I don't think that changes anything, and I'm pretty sure, especially with us winning today, I don't think it would have mattered, but I think we would play Eastern Wyoming. I believe it will be Saturday. Time yet to be determined. I'm actually trying to work with like Abdul and his Ramadan schedule and see because it started today. So I'm trying to figure out what is best for him. Today was first day, so he was kind of really fatigued.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end. He could eat. Basically, I think we had a timeout maybe like 2-something left in the game, and that was the first time he could eat in the game. So
I've seen that before. It's not usual that we have that, but I've seen it happen before. Or you have to work around that schedule. It's just part of what you got to do.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll. I mean, the good part is by the time, as long as we can take care of business on Saturday, by the time the final 8 get to the region site, I think he'll be a little more comfortable and in a routine. So
we send to 8. Now I'm so confused. It used to just be it was a 3-day tournament with 8 teams in it, but now we've got this play-in round and.
Yeah.
So that starts like Tuesday or Wednesday, doesn't it?
No, the play-in will be Saturday, and then it'll be the following Thursday will be the first, I guess technically the second round of games because it's after the play-in game. So that'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's in Gillette, but I got to look at the tiebreaker. But I've looked at it a million times. I just almost now that they lost, I got to double check just in case.
Yeah. Well, a nice win, a great way to end, and nice to have your full team back tonight.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, we were a little rusty, and I'm excited for a full week of practice so we can kind of just get back to some things.
Okay, well, we'd like nothing better than to see the tournament here. That's probably not going to happen, but at least in Gillette, too, the one thing I think about Gillette, and I wasn't there, but they're always going to have a good crowd.
For sure.
And that helps you, I think, though. I mean, they'll be into the game, so.
Yeah, I think we'll be pretty fired up if we end up playing there and playing against Gillette. So.
Yep. Okay. Congratulations, another nice season.
Thank you very much.
It's good that you finished with only 1 loss at home. And that was, we don't even want to remind you about that, do we?
Only 1 loss. I know, that would have been a big one, too, right now especially, but it is what it is.
It is. Congratulations. Nice year.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Tom Parks, the head man for the T-Birds, who win it again tonight, and now wait and see who, when, where they play in the Region 9 tournament. So sophomore night concludes Dwight Canary's final game on the home court. His team gets a win, and then the T-Bird men victorious over Eastern Wyoming. We'll wait and see what happens. Region 9 next on the horizon. Regular season basketball is over. My thanks for the people at Casper College, the youngsters, and Chris and everybody else for taking care of me and hoping that we had another successful year. Jack Noakes from Erickson T-Bird Gym. So long, everybody. Go. Don't wait for me. I'll meet you out there.